They set up their meeting on Friday? Yes, they can. Both Luke and Scott will be in the office on Friday, so they can set up their meeting that day. Luke wants to do something.
What does Luke want to do?
What does Luke want to do? Well, he wants to meet with Scott.
Does he want to meet with Scott?
Does he want to meet with Scott? Yes, he wants to meet with Scott. Why does he want to meet with Scott? Well, he wants to meet with Scott to discuss ways to reduce expenses for their company. Luke thinks the meeting will be quite long.
Does Luke think the meeting will be quite long?
Does Luke think the meeting will be quite long? Yes, he thinks the meeting will be quite
How
long.
long does he think the meeting will be?
How long does he think the meeting will be? Well, he thinks the meeting will be about 3 hours.
Người nghèo chia sẻ cách tự học IELTS 7.5. Mình luôn trong tình trạng hết tiền, thế nên mình nghèo, hoặc đơn giản là mình nghèo cho nên là mình hết tiền. Nhưng mà mình vẫn muốn học IELTS hiệu quả.
Scott doesn't have time for meetings this week.
Does Scott have time for meetings this week?
Does Scott have time for meetings this week? No, he doesn't have time
Why
for
does he
meetings
have
this
time
week.
for meetings this week?
Why doesn't he have time for meetings this week? Well, it's because he just got back to work after being sick for a few days, so he has a lot of tasks to complete. The meeting between Luke and Scott won't take place this week.
Was the meeting between Luke and Scott take place this week?
Will the meeting between Luke and Scott take place this week? No, it won't. Scott is very busy this week, so the meeting will take place later.
When will the meeting take place?
When will the meeting take place? Well, the meeting will take place next week. The meeting will take place next week instead of this week.
Will the meeting will take place this week?
Will the meeting take place next week instead of this week? Yes, that's correct. The meeting will take place next week instead of this week.
Why will the meeting will take place next week?
Why will the meeting take place next week instead of this week? Well, it's because Scott is very busy this week. Luke will be in the office on Monday.
Will Luke be in the office on Monday?
Will Luke be in the office on Monday? Yes, Luke will be in the office on Monday. Scott won't be in the office on Monday.
Does Scott be in the office on Monday?
Will Scott be in the office on Monday? No, Scott won't be in the office on Monday.